Right, right. So in our previous interview, you said that you felt the whole Diddy situation was a distraction from something bigger. You still feel that way?
Yeah. But let me retract a little bit. Nah, you know what? I'm going to say it's not a distraction because it's all coming down simultaneously. So it's just part of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I got that now. It's not. It's part of it all.
Got you. What do you think about how like some of his famous sayings now, there's been a different take on it, like take that, can't stop, won't stop. And now instead of people saying pause, they're saying no Diddy.
Are you kidding me? I have not heard that. Oh, gee.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere right now that people are saying that. And it's interesting because it's like a lot of people in mainstream, pretty big media are saying it. So it's like almost like people have turned on him to a certain extent.
Well, and they're told to turn on him too. Like I'm sure the Breakfast Club, Revolt, I'm sure they're told, okay, this is no longer daddy, no pun intended,
Yeah, and that's another interesting thing, right? Because he had stepped down from Revolt like back in November, and then now we found out that he sold all of his shares of Revolt as well. Even though they said that it's still black owned, but that's a big thing to do.
Black. Okay, let's touch on this black owned topic. That is it's a psyop because there are powers that be that aren't even human that operate from higher, like we're talking about. It all trickles down to subsidiaries. You have parent companies, you have conglomerates, all that. So nothing is actually what people perceive in this country as black owned, and these black excellent celebrities. It's not that. They're actually owned by, so Complex magazine, Complex media outlet is owned by Hungarian billionaire William Randolph Hearst.
Wow.
And this is nothing but urban and black content that's being pushed through this channel. And who do you think is actually really owns Revolt and the Breakfast Club? Not black people.
So you think that these outlets are being used to push a certain agenda to specific demographics then?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
keep them in
go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. To keep them in looped patterns in this matrix construct simulation, to keep them running on certain programs. That's why we have to break out of, rise above the matrix simulation. We're still in it. We're still in a 3D reality, but to be able to see, open your third eye to see from a higher perspective. And yes, I know the people on this channel don't necessarily like when I talk about spiritual stuff, but it's okay. I'm speaking to your spirit because your spirit is being awakened right now. And the cognitive dissonance might kick in. And that's like the cognitive dissonance is something in you, the Agent Smith, that comes and tries to fight the truth. So when you hear truth, it's like all this other programmed information comes in as Agent Smith to be like, oh, no. And then it's like something in you is like, No, but we're breaking that down.
See, Tina, you're so intuitive because you already knew what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, people are gonna look at you like you're crazy because you started mentioning the other aspect. Oh, it's owned by entities that aren't even human and whatnot, right? And then, some of the things that I've seen on the channel where people have been like, oh, it's always the pretty ones that are crazy. It's always this and whatnot.
Hey, I'll take it. Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, they're like, she lost me as soon as she mentioned this,
It's okay, baby. Come back. I know you're lost in the maze, hon.